I have my own private marina and private island in the Bahamas, until I'm visited by a pretty cool old Beach 18. I was waiting on weather, so might as well get some boat projects done before heading out and sailing east through the Bahamas. I had spent a few nights at Walker's Cay, which is the northernmost island in all of the Bahamas. My 1989 CT-56 sure looked good sitting on the dock in the Bahamas. All right, this is Walker's Cay. This boat looks pretty good sitting here in the Bahamian water. Looks a lot better than it did on. It just looks nice. Anyway, I'm gonna take you guys on a little tour here. So it's Walker's Cay. You know, I don't know all the history of the place. I think it was just, I'll probably, at some point there'll be a drone montage and I will tell you all about it. But it has potential. It's pretty close to, you know, it's about 100 miles from Fort Pierce. And, you know, it's 50 miles north of West End. It's a good spot. There's not a whole lot of other islands. There's a few smaller islands around here, but I hear the fishing is really good. They had a fishing tournament here yesterday. The marina itself is really nice. Brand new, nice floating docks everywhere. They was well designed. There's no surge. So they have good breakwater, plus then they have an exit. So that's where you enter. It's got a nice breakwater. That's the breakwater, but then it cuts this way back along, so that, you know, swell doesn't just come up on it or whatever. So that's nice. Plus then if you come through here, you see there's a cut through right there. So that means the water doesn't stagnate. So the water can come in and flow through. And that way, you know, 'cause some marinas can get really stagnant with water. All right, there, guys are messing with the fish. Get out of there. Get out of there. So the marina itself is really nice, brand new. There's no real, as far as I can tell, there's nothing going on here yet though. There's one building up there that's actually a church. And then they have this like tent area with a makeshift bar. That's where they have like events. So they'll have like fishing tournaments and stuff. I looked it up here. It was $1,500 entry fee and $5,000 mandatory Calcutta. That's like the side bets, I believe, and all that. And I don't know how many boats they had. They probably had a dozen enter. So I think the main prize was like $35,000 for the guys, or 32 or something. Anyway, so that's all that's here. You can see the foundations that they built everywhere. So there's lots of foundations everywhere that I'm assuming they're gonna be like little cabanas or hotel room type things. There's gotta be some restaurants and stuff, but right now there's no restaurants or anything. It's just, the only place they built is a church, I believe, and up there. And then, but they do have a little 2,800 foot runway, and they have customs and immigration here, so you can check in here. You can tell it's going to have a lot of potential, but right now there's not much going on. When I was booked this place, I thought it had a restaurant, so otherwise I might have. I mean, yeah, I would have come here anyway, just because I don't know, I've never been here. There's not a good weather window to leave, in my opinion, until Wednesday, and today is what, Monday? So I'm gonna spend 3 nights here, and it's real. This place is really expensive. It's like $5 a foot for your boat, plus power and electricity. I think they charge extra for that. So it's not cheap, and then there's no facilities. So you would think they'd make it cheaper right now, so that you could, you know, since there's no facilities. But maybe they're planning on raising their price, you know, later on. Because in places like, you know, you get out in Norman Cay and all that, those guys are charging like $10 a foot. So maybe they are. I don't know. Walker's Cay lay largely uninhabited until 1935, when American businessman Buzz Shawner leased the island and developed a marina, hotel, and runway. In 1968, another American businessman, Robert Applenalp, bought the lease and continued to develop the island as a sport fishing destination. Unfortunately, the owner died in 2003, and the following year, 2 hurricanes devastated the island, wiping it completely bare. Walker's Cay remained in this state until 2018, when another American businessman, Carl Allen, purchased the island. He's worked with Bahamian authorities to obtain permits to redevelop the island. Walker's Cay began hosting fishing tournaments in 2021. There are plans to establish a hotel and restaurants, but when talking to the locals there, it seems like it'll be at least a few years before that's ready. For now, the only structures on the island are a church and the marina and customs offices. So the road I'm walking on now has been here for a while. It looks old. And then you can see where it is, it's kind of getting overgrown, but then there are a lot of fire hydrants put in place, which you know, it happens all the time here. People will start developing something and they'll put something in and then either run out of money or a hurricane comes through or whatever, or corruption or something. So somebody spent a lot of money and was running fire hydrants to put in, I guess, you know, so they could put in a, you know, community here, or, you know, housing anyway, and then nothing happened. That happens a lot in the Bahamas. Interesting, there had to have been something there because you can see kind of an old foundation over there, and then there's like a grease trap for no reason right here. I mean, was there a restaurant here? I mean, I don't know why you'd need a grease trap unless you're doing a lot of cooking. And see, there's, you know, 3 more brand new foundations over here. You know, so they're playing, whoever it is, I think it's an American guy, can't remember the name, somebody's told me about it, but you know, there's a couple more foundations over here. I mean, he's spending a lot of money trying to make this place nice, which it will be. Just everything takes a long time in the Bahamas. I mean, at least 2 or 3 times how long it would take in the States to build something. More like 4 or 5 times longer. So that is like the customs office and the marina office and all that. And then the runway's right here. It looks like they're taking some stuff home from the event. So that is the you know, airport. I'm gonna walk down here to the beach. They got some little palapas they built or something here. If that was me, because it's kind of a narrow strip right here, I would, you know, if this was my island, I would have my private residence on the other end of the airport over there. And then you have all these like, I don't know, rental properties or maybe condos that they're selling or something. And then the restaurant and all that they'll probably build over here. You got your public beach area right here. So cool spot. Hey, all it takes is money. Throw me $100 million and I don't even know if that'd be enough out here, but you know, it's probably $100 million just to buy it's probably 25, 30 million just to buy the island, maybe more than that. And then all the infrastructure and all the shit you got to do, it's going to cost 150 million, $200 million to develop this place. But it's pretty nice. A nice secluded beach, nobody around. I think it's time for the boys to go off leash. What do you think? Hang on. Hey boys. Hey, sit. All right, you guys are free. Go, go, go. Go to the beach. Go to the beach. Come on. You're free.
I've seen a lot of comments saying they don't think dogs belong on a boat sailing around with you, but I don't know. These boys look pretty dang happy.
I mean, it feels, I can't tell you how good it feels to just be out here. On this boat, back cruising again. No schedule, just cruising, man. I haven't done that in a while. Seems like, you know, even on the Sea Ray, we had some kind of schedule, I think. And it's kind of nice. They have these, some might call them a fish cleaning station. I'm gonna call it a dog cleaning station. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. So I put this, you know, stainless steel pole here under this so it doesn't have to use these ropes anymore going over. I'm going to leave these tied on though, because what they can do is they can help me pull it up. So I got that line attached to a pulley, a block up there, and then I can use them to pull it up and tie it off. Put this in there and then I can undo the line. It'll hang down, but you know, at least it's out of the sun now. And then I'm doing my decals here. I've already got it on, well, part of it. I'm a little disappointed. I thought I had everything I wanted. They only sent me one sailing Doodles. Like, I got the sailing part, I haven't put it on yet. But they only sent me one. They sent me 2 bow pieces, but only 1 sailing Doodles. So, I mean, whatever. It's not. They didn't charge me for it, but I just didn't check that they had it right. So, whatever. Eee. Well, I'm not super thrilled with it. I think I put it too far forward. I probably should have put it from the back. I did it from the center, like back. I should have started from the back forward. And then, I don't know, it might be a little too big. So it's fine for now, but I think, you know, I got to get another one anyway because they only sent me 1. So I got to do the other side. I don't have it. So, yeah, I'll probably just redo it. I'll just have them send me 2 and I'll take that off and then start from the back and go forward. But I wanted it to try to get under the solar panels as good as I could, but as well as I could, but yeah. So then I got, I'm going to put, like, I have the dogs like riding a wave. I'm going to put them right on the bow there, but I got to get like the dinghy in the water for that. So, but anyway, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock here actually. So I think I'm going to chill out. So there's like a Beach 18, I think it's a Beach 18 that flew in. No, it's a Beach 18 has tricycle gear, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm not sure. Old radial engine, maybe a Beach 18 flew in there. So I'm gonna walk over to the little runway and watch it take off because I think they're about to take off. They're taking, I guess most people are leaving the island today. You know, they had a tournament this weekend. So not much going on other than, yeah, I mean, I'm the only boat in the marina. There is that Viking right there, but that's where like, I think the guys that stay, that kind of help run the island when there's tournaments and stuff, they stay on that. So there's a little center console, but I'm sure that's just for the, you know, like a water taxi type thing. Because, you know, it's got full-time customs and immigration, so I don't know where they live. They got to have a compound somewhere.
Right by the airport ramp is the only other building on the island, the marina and customs office.
Hey. I'm sure it's not healthy for you, but I love the smell of avgas. It's probably not healthy because it does have, it's called 100 low lead, so it has lead in it. Hey, I'm gonna pee on that, don't sit there. Okay. I mean, you just can't, that, you know, radial engine sound. I mean, it's pretty cool. So that's a Beach 18. I wasn't sure if it was a Beach 18 or not because I thought all Beach 18s had the conventional gear, which is like tail wheel. But I was talking to pilots and they said that towards the end they started making some tricycle gear, and this is one of the last ones made. So precursor to the King Air. All right, now I'm gonna go back to the boat. I haven't really decided if I'm gonna leave today and go anchor out or just stay one more night and then leave. I don't know. I gotta look at wind and charts and all that stuff, figure out what I want to do. It's a little windy out there. I don't know if I want to try to anchor. I mean, it'd be fine anchoring by myself. I just gotta figure out what I want to do. Well, it's blowing 30 knots out there, and the thing is that it's blowing like basically beam onto the boat. So I don't know if you can tell if I back up and like, I don't know, let me see here. Can you see like, yeah, I mean, we're heeled over a good few degrees here. I'm gonna take the boys for a little walk here. I found, like when I was flying the drone earlier, I found like an old abandoned like thing up there on the hill. I'm gonna go take them up there for a walk and see what's going on. I'm hoping the weather gets better tomorrow. I mean, there's nothing going on. I'd like to move on where there's people and stuff to do. But, you know, it's gonna be like this tomorrow. I may not be able to.
I was a little bored on the island, so there wasn't much to do except work on the boat and take the dogs for lots of walks.
Somebody had themselves a nice little house at some point up here. Got these nice Spanish tiles and I mean, it wasn't a huge house. 1,500 square feet, maybe 2,000 with a couple little outbuildings or something. But hell of a view from up here though. All right, it is winch cleaning day. I already took the top off of this. I'll show you how to take the top. I mean, each winch is slightly different. It's pretty easy to take the little top off of this. But I just opened this up a second ago and looked at it, and I mean, I don't think these winches have been, I never cleaned them, and I bet you they haven't been cleaned since I owned the boat and greased. So I'm gonna take them apart now because they felt really stiff. So I'm gonna work on it now.
The inside of the winches were pretty dry and dirty and definitely needed servicing. Ideally, I would take each individual gear apart and clean them, but I didn't feel like doing that. I just gave everything a general cleaning and then greased it all back up.
One thing I want to do now is, well, it's beer 30 by the way, is clean the teak. The teak is looking really grungy and gray and all that. I've already washed this down. I haven't cleaned it. I just wetted it. I should have, filmed it first. You can see how kind of gray and dingy it is. So Total Boat, I've got this teak cleaner. It's a two-part system. You got a cleaner and then a brightener. So I'm going to work on that today. By the way, if you would like to get anything from Total Boat, like teak cleaner, polish, all that kind of stuff. Paint, topside paint, bottom paint, all that stuff. You go to Total, there's a link in the description, and you can get 5% off using my code. So thank you, Total Boat. So I am going to apply some of this, brush it on, and see how well it cleans.
The dirt was lifted out of the teak to the consistency of mud.
All right, I just want to kind of get a before and after here before I get too far along. I think I need to put gloves on though. Whatever's in this, I can feel it kind of stinging my hands a little. Yeah, I mean, I can already tell the difference. You gotta wait for the teak to dry, but just looking at the right side here and the left side where I haven't done. So that is where I have not cleaned yet. It's kind of gray and dingy. And you look at this other side, it's red and brighter. And then I haven't cleaned any of this yet, or the floor. So we'll see how all this turns out after I get it done, but I'm betting it makes a pretty big difference. So it's thoroughly clean. I mean, it's like mud came out of there. There was so much dirt coming out of that. But anyway, now I'm going to apply the teak brightener. Also from Total Boat, you can pick that up. It should be a lot easier to do. It's just light scrubbing to put it on there and then rinse it off. So that's what I'm going to do. All right. I don't want the cougar in here getting this on his paws, so I'm going to put him downstairs. Alright, now let's wait for it to dry. You can, I mean, there's one section that is already drying over here. It's kind of the more rough area, but I mean, it's so much brighter. That is so much brighter and less grungy looking. And I didn't even put any brightener on that. I just cleaned it because I'm going to wait and save these two sections here. Well, because I got all my cushions and stuff up there. So when I get this side, put back together, I will put the cushions back on it, and then I'll do the part over here. So I got teak oil. I'm probably not going to put it in the seating area just because it is oily, right? And you don't want to get oil on the cushions or on your butt or whatever. So I'm going to leave these natural in here, but I will put oil on the place under the Dodger up there. It looks so much better in here now. That's crazy how much that's made a difference. I mean, it's just really bright and clean looking. It's just, I mean, so much better. I'm really impressed with how well this has come out. It's still drying just a little bit, but compared to the way it was before, I mean, looks brand new. So if you got teak on your boat, you can, Total Boat, there's a link in the description. Get 5% off. And man, I'm glad I got this stuff. It's pretty nice. I mean, it feels cleaner too. I mean, like, it feels cleaner too. Man, nice.
Overnight, the strong winds that were keeping me there rolled in.
Well, this is why I stayed here an extra few days, is it's this blow is coming through. It's blowing 30 plus knots out there right now. It's going to go up to 40 overnight and then all day tomorrow. So I decided not to risk it and just stay here an extra couple nights at the marina. That's kind of going to be my theme, I believe, on this trip, is like, if it's like marginal, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to chill. Not going to be on a schedule. I'm just going to play it safe.
By morning, the conditions hadn't really changed much. It was still windy.
Well, of course, see, now it's doing over 30. Okay, is it there? There you go. 32. Guys. You can each have your own bone. Here. No, you got one right there. No. Here. There you go. Well, so it's still blowing 30 today. It's supposed to drop off to like 4 knots tomorrow. So I'm just stick here another day. It's 35 knots on the wind indicator right now. The whole boat's heeling over. I don't know if you can see it on this, but you know, I'm holding the camera's on a gimbal. So the camera is level, and that is definitely not level. So anyway, so a little windy to be working on the boat, so I'm doing some editing. Editing a Glamping Doodles video. If you haven't checked out Glamping Doodles, check that out. It's from footage from this summer. So like we did a 3-week trip in Italy on a camper van. And so yeah, Amanda's still in that stuff. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not gonna waste the footage. So if you check out Glamping Doodles, yeah, you get a new video every week there too if you want to get more. I'd appreciate it if you check it out. But editing now, and yeah, that'll be my day.
Be sure you're subscribed to the channel to catch the next video as I get off the dock solo again, heading down to the Abacos. It doesn't get much better than sailing through the Bahamas.